today's vlog. Thanks for tuning in. Today we are going to be talking about chocolate. Now in Ireland we love our chocolate because we are the third highest consumers of chocolate in the world, with the average Irish adult consuming 16 pounds of chocolate per year. Now, personally, when it comes to chocolate, what I recommend for those chocolate cravings is going for a dark chocolate that's got a really high percentage of cocoa in it, 75–80% plus, and eating 1 or 2 squares of that. It's the cocoa that you're really craving, and that sets off all the serotonin in your brain, makes you feel amazing. You release all the same chemicals in your body that you do when you were in love, and it makes you feel fantastic. So that's what I recommend when it comes to chocolate. But this is what everybody's buying and what everybody's eating. Now, are we aware of how much sugar is in this? It's shocking, but that's not what we're going to be looking at today. Today we are going to be looking at portion sizes and actually what it says on the packets. So, would you be surprised to know that your normal size dairy milk is actually on the back 2 portions? So I'll tell you where this came from. I was doing lots of research into chocolate and I looked at lots of different chocolate bars and different varieties, and I noticed that Cadbury's have got this new easy reclose pack, and I was like, what? Why would you need that? And I realized that on the back of it they actually tell us that there are 2 portions per bar. So they're actually suggesting that only half of this bar should be eaten in one sitting. Now, with your old cup of tea, wouldn't you sit down and just wolf that down? I know people will be looking at it going, but that's the bar I buy. Or even this one. This is just your normal size one. So let's just take a look at what is actually 1 serving. So there's the bar. That's 1 serving. 4 squares is all that Cadbury suggest that you eat in one day, and that's for an adult. That's not even for a child, that's for an adult. They're suggesting a max of 4 squares. Shocking. Okay, so that's what they say on this bar. Then, which is just your normal size one. Then I had to look at the one that is slightly bigger than that. This is the 110 gram bar, and on the back again, it's what they call it is Be Treatwise, and they're advising you to read the back, and they suggest that in this bar here there is 8 portions. So they're suggesting that if you're going to buy this chocolate bar, it should be divided between 8 people, or else it should be divided over 8 days. Now I know people will be looking at it going, Asha, come on now, I polished that off watching an episode of EastEnders. I know. So this is what I mean about let's pick up our packets, people. So let's have a look at what 1 serving is. No. Oh, feck. I made a ball of this. But anyway, 3 chunks. According to the back of this, it says per 3 chunks, 1 serving. That's what they're suggesting that you eat, and that this bar be divided between 8 people. Let's look at the next size. So this one is a 200 gram bar, and on the back it also says that this is 8 portions. So this is 8 portions according to Cadbury's, and so is this. And again, now on the back of this one, they're suggesting that 1 serving is 5 chunks. It doesn't make sense to me. If anybody knows the rationing behind this, can you please let me know, because I don't get it. Now on the back of this one, they're suggesting that you eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're suggesting now that that's a serving. So the big bar they're saying is 5. This one is 4, and sorry, this one is 3, and this one is 4. It doesn't make sense. If anybody out there understands it, can you please comment underneath? And you know, just let me know. They're saying 1 serving in this is 25 grams. They're saying 1 serving in this is 13.8. I mean, I don't get it. How can this both be 8 portions each? And then this one, now this one has got Oreos in it. This one on the back, it says that this one is for, again, they're suggesting peel me, share me, and be treatwise. And this one is 9 portions. It's 300 grams. So this is a 200 gram bar, a 300 gram bar, and this one is 9 portions. And they're suggesting you have 4 chunks of it. Now, is that because it's got biscuits in it? I don't know. Be treat wise. Personally, if you want to treat yourself, stay away from this. This is not treats, this is punishments. Okay, so let's look at these guys. Galaxies are all the same. There's a Galaxy caramel bar. How many teaspoons of sugar would you say are in that? 19 teaspoons of sugar. Your normal size Galaxy, it says on the front that this is 1 serving. So they're suggesting that this bar is 1 serving. It contains just nearly 6 teaspoons of sugar. That there would be an adult's recommended daily intake of sugar in just that bar. What is the recommended daily allowance for sugar? Well, according to the World Health Organization, for maximum health benefits, an adult should consume no more than 6 teaspoons of sugar per day. A child, it's 4 teaspoons, and for the under 2s, no teaspoons of sugar at all. So if you were to eat this chocolate bar, that would be your recommended, an adult, a recommended daily allowance for 1 day. Now let's look at this Galaxy caramel bar. So this is one of the ones that comes in a double stick, and it's got caramel in it. Oh, it's falling all over the place. And it says on the front, this is the same bar, that 1 serving. This is 2 portions now, it's telling us. There is just over 6 teaspoons of sugar in this bar. This is just under 6 teaspoons of sugar. And yet this one, they're suggesting that you should split over 2 days and eat just that. And then the next day, eat the other stick. I don't get it. Let's have a look at this big one. It says that there are 5 portions in this. So they're suggesting that this should be divided between 5 people or else eaten over 5 days. This bar contains 19 teaspoons of sugar. And this big one, again, more to share. And I know lots of people will be looking at this going, but I never share it, I eat the whole thing. They're saying that this bar contains 8 portions. So this is for 8 people. And the amount of sugar in this is 27 teaspoons of sugar in this bar. And that's why they're suggesting that this is for 8 people. So what I'm really trying to get across in this video is let's pick up packets and actually see what the serving suggestions are. A Kit Kat, one of the most popular bars on the market, it also says on the back, know your servings. 1 bar is 1 serving. This contains 5 teaspoons of sugar. Remember that your RDA is 6. This 1 bar is 5 teaspoons of sugar. What about a Mars bar? Again, they're suggesting on the front that this is 1 portion. And in a Mars bar, it is 1 serving per pack, and it contains exactly 6 teaspoons of sugar. So 1 Mars bar is your RDA of sugar for the day. Oh, a Twix, what do they suggest? Ah, interesting. 1 serving, 2 servings. It says it on the back. 2 servings. So they're suggesting you eat this on Monday and you eat this on Tuesday. I mean, look at the size of them, lads. Like, I was born in 1979, and I tell you what, I remember growing up in the 80s and 90s, and these Twix sticks were a hell of a lot bigger. The fact that they're shrinking down is fantastic, but the reason why is because the sugar content is going up, so therefore they have to reduce everything down to actually show what a portion size is. How much sugar is in this Twix? There is 3 teaspoons in this and 3 teaspoons in this. So 6 teaspoons. This is actually your RDA here, but Twix are suggesting that there are 2 portions per packet. It says it on the back of the Twix. So knowing what we know now from looking at the back of all of these packets, the question that we need to ask ourselves is, do manufacturers really care about our health? And then the big question you've got to ask yourself is, do you care about your health? If you care enough about your health, then you've got to start picking up packets, reading what it says on them, and then making healthy, informed choices and decisions when you're in the supermarket or in the shop, or especially when you're choosing what you're going to give to your kids. Remember that on the back of these, they have suggestions for an adult and then obviously a child because of their size. It must be taken into consideration portion sizes for a kid. It's pretty shocking when you see them. And personally, I would choose to completely avoid them in my diet. Hope that's good insight, and for more information on sugar you can find it on my website in the sugar section, and my website is julescall.com. As always, a huge thank you to my sponsor, Havana Skin Clinic. Wouldn't be able to make this vlog series without their support. You should check out their website. It's havanaskinclinic.com. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you back here again tomorrow for another vlog at 6.